Just 2 decades after the war to end all wars, humanity plunged into an even greater and more devastating conflict. World War II engulfed the globe, claiming the lives of tens of millions and reshaping the political landscape forever. This is the story of that global inferno, a war born from unresolved grievances and fueled by ideologies of hate and conquest. The seeds of World War II were sown in the aftermath of the First World War. The Treaty of Versailles, intended to ensure peace, left Germany humiliated and economically crippled. The global economic depression of the 1930s further destabilized nations, creating fertile ground for extremist ideologies. In Italy, Benito Mussolini's fascist regime rose to power, while in Germany, Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party espoused a dangerous doctrine of racial superiority and territorial expansion. In Asia, Imperial Japan pursued an aggressive policy of conquest, invading Manchuria and setting its sights on the rest of the continent. The League of Nations proved powerless to halt this growing aggression. Emboldened by the inaction of the Western powers, Hitler systematically violated the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, rebuilding Germany's military and annexing neighboring territories. The policy of appeasement, adopted by Britain and France in the hope of avoiding war, ultimately failed to deter Hitler's ambitions. The signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, a non-aggression treaty between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union with a secret protocol dividing Eastern Europe into spheres of influence, paved the way for the final act. The invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939, finally shattered the fragile peace. Britain and France declared war on Germany, marking the beginning of World War II. The German military unleashed its Blitzkrieg Lightning War, a devastating combination of fast-moving tanks, aircraft and infantry that quickly overwhelmed Poland. In the spring of 1940, Germany turned its attention westward, swiftly conquering Denmark, Norway, Belgium and the Netherlands, before launching a devastating offensive against France, which fell in a matter of weeks. With Western Europe largely under Nazi control, Britain stood alone. In the summer and autumn of 1940, the Royal Air Force fought a desperate defensive battle against the German Luftwaffe in the skies above Britain, ultimately preventing a German invasion. In June 1941, Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, a massive invasion of the Soviet Union. Initially successful, the invasion bogged down in the vast Soviet territories and the harsh winter, marking a crucial turning point in the war. The war became truly global with Japan's surprise attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, which brought the United States into the conflict. The war in the Pacific raged between the Allies and Japan, encompassing vast stretches of ocean and numerous island campaigns. Amidst the global conflict, the Nazi regime implemented its horrific final solution: the systematic genocide of European Jews and other minority groups, the Holocaust, a crime against humanity of unimaginable scale. By 1942 to 1943, the tide of the war began to turn. The Soviet victory at the Battle of Stalingrad marked a crucial turning point on the Eastern Front. The Allies launched successful campaigns in North Africa and Italy. On June 6, 1944, D-Day, Allied forces landed in Normandy, opening a crucial second front in Western Europe. From both east and west, the Allies relentlessly pushed back the Axis powers. In May 1945, with the Soviet Red Army closing in on Berlin, Hitler committed suicide and Germany surrendered. The war in the Pacific continued until August 1945, when the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, leading to Japan's unconditional surrender. World War II was finally over, leaving behind a world in ruins and the horrific legacy of the Holocaust and the atomic age. The war led to the creation of the United Nations, an organization dedicated to preventing future conflicts, and fundamentally reshaped the global political order, ushering in the Cold War era.